Have you ever felt overwhelmed with all that's going on in the world? Sometimes we don't realize that we can make a difference. My name is Debbie Van Grieken, and it is my hope to inspire you to take small steps towards social impact. Join us each week as we have conversations with those who have taken simple steps towards living a more sustainable and socially conscious lifestyle. If you want to make social impact, let's start small. The Small Steps podcast is proudly sponsored by Moya Shea Products. As a listener, enjoy 15% off your online purchase. Use code SMALLSTEPS15 at checkout. At Moya, we believe in people helping people. Supporting the local and global communities that help our organization succeed is very important to us. We apply a fair trade framework when purchasing raw materials, supporting farmers and families. Thinking global and acting local, Moya works with organizations to better the lives of children through education and fair trade. Are you looking for the best moisturizer for beautiful, healthy, glowing skin? Our Shea products are superb moisturizers and have exceptional healing properties for those suffering from skin issues. Check out these products and our wellness line at moyasheabutter.com. Welcome to today's show. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about stuff. Yes, all that stuff we have. If you've ever had to spend your day or weekend off doing laundry, cleaning your house, organizing the garage, then you have probably felt overwhelmed and even angry at giving up your free time and very likely discouraged. I hear you. I feel you. I've been there too. If you have 20 minutes to spare, I highly recommend you watch the documentary, The Story of Stuff. It is a 20-minute video that was released by Annie Leonard back in 2007. It's incredible, and you can even watch the animated movie with your kids on YouTube. I really love this documentary. I learned so much from it. Annie explained that only 1% of the products we buy are still in use 6 months after their sale in North America. The amount of products that a person consumes has doubled over the past 50 years. And in the US, the average person produces 4.5 pounds of waste each day. Our garbage is either dumped in the ground or first incinerated, and the remainder is buried in the ground. Both of these methods create tons of pollution. Garbage incinerators release back into the air all the toxins we put into the products in the first place. This topic can be so overwhelming, but what I want to talk to you today about is our mindset around stuff. There was a huge shift in our thinking about consumption after World War II. To boost the economy, Victor Lebeau, a retailing analyst and economist, suggested we shift our culture to one that glorifies consumption. He's quoted as saying, "Our enormously productive economy demands that we make consumption our way of life, that we convert the buying and use of goods into rituals, that we seek our spiritual satisfaction and our ego satisfaction in consumption. We need things consumed, burned up, worn out, replaced, and discarded at an ever-increasing rate." Wow. Sadly, this is how we are marketed to every day by corporations, that they've actually planned and perceived obsolescence. Planned obsolescence is when something is made to only last for a certain time period, and products are made so that they will last just the shortest amount of time that will still leave the consumer with enough faith in the product that they'll want to buy another one. Or they change the technology just slightly so that you need to continually buy new products to match up with the very small alterations that they make. Think of an iPhone charger. Perceived obsolescence is based on perceptions and trends. For example, this is what the fashion industry does to us with the trends. They come and go with each season, but it also works with technology as well. Have you gone to school or work and seen a friend with a slick rose-colored laptop and your chunky black one all of a sudden seems too outdated? You suddenly want that new one so bad. So what can we do about this? It's quite apparent that we've become emotionally attached to our stuff. I was recently talking to a friend who said she needed help letting go of stuff. That really got me thinking, why do we hold on to all this stuff? Why do we buy stuff? Well, we've already heard that in many ways we're being programmed to buy and consume. But there's definitely some psychological issues around letting go of your stuff. Like it costs a lot of money, it was sentimental, someone you love gave it to you, maybe there's fear that you may need the product in the future and you'll be without it. I want to share a situation that just happened to me a few weeks ago. I had my best friend Lisa over. She's recently started a business helping families organize their stuff. So as a friend of over 40 years, she came to help me organize my kitchen. We set up an area and designated a keep section, a donate section, a repurpose section, a recycling section, and lastly, a garbage section. When we took everything out of the cupboards and drawers, put them in the designated spots. So first, I gotta say, there was a lot of stuff, 25 years worth to be exact, and it was uncomfortable to sit with my own consumption. Remember, I'm not here to judge you. I'm working on these issues myself and I'm constantly learning. So I hope you can relate to what I'm talking about. So digging through the items at first was kind of easy. Tupperware lid with no match, put it in the recycling section. Extra mugs, donate. But it got harder because some of the items were expensive, even though I didn't use them. And another item, someone I love gave it to me. But again, I didn't use it. Lisa was so good with me. She was so patient. Let's just put it aside for the moment and keep going, she'd say. I was in a groove and honestly feeling so much lighter and relief when I saw less than half my stuff going back into the cupboards. And it was all items that I loved and used all the time. It looked so pretty and I had a greater appreciation for what I had. So let's go back to some of the items I was having trouble letting go of. A food processor that was quite expensive, but I didn't use it. I had a different one that we use daily. I decided to offer it to my daughter-in-law, who would get more appreciation out of it. Next, I had a crystal liqueur set that my sister gave me as a gift for being in her wedding 30 years ago. Okay, so first off, it was something I've never used. Second, my sister's remarried. But because it was a gift, I felt guilty for letting go of it. It took up valuable cupboard real estate. So Lisa told me that ultimately the giver wants you to feel happy. So to me, it was a nice gift, but it was time to let it go. And I would now feel happy about the new organized space. My kitchen transformation was so great. It really felt freeing. I also had a whole bunch of jars that just had little bits in them like jams and honeys. So I condensed the similar products into one jar each and washed the remaining jars. My son's having a backyard wedding next year, and these jars will look beautiful with twine and some baby's breath in them. So we boxed them up, labeled them, and put them in the shed. We can recycle them after they serve another purpose. Taking some time and really going through your stuff can help you feel more appreciative of what you have and hopefully help control the urges to keep wanting more and more stuff. When you purchase an item, you can think of how it will be consumed. Is there a better way? I just recently switched from toothpaste in a plastic tube to chewable tablets made from baking soda. It's really cool, effective, and will lower my plastic consumption. One small step, but it makes a difference. My kitchen is now so organized. I can see what I actually have, so I'm only buying what I need, which leads to less food waste, which is a huge contributor to greenhouse gases. Don't worry, we will be talking about that in a further upcoming episode. But now cleaning the kitchen takes less time. I've gained back that valuable time. I understand more how I've been manipulated by marketing and corporations, and I think about my purchases in a much different way. I have my core values of wanting quality over quantity, fair trade for supply chains and workers, products that are toxin-free and can be easily recycled or reused. I hope you can see a new way of consumerism that can help sustainability with green chemistry, zero waste, closed-loop productions, renewable energy, how you as a consumer have so much power. You can choose a better way. As we get our stuff under control, we can begin to take small steps to choosing better, demanding corporations and governments to do better. I'd like to leave you with a challenge. Choose an area in your home that is getting too cluttered with stuff. Maybe a closet, a kitchen, a garage, toy room, and take some time to declutter. As you go through the items, pay attention to how you feel. Are you emotionally attached to your stuff? Aim to reduce what you have and only keep the items that make you really happy. Have gratitude for the stuff you keep, and as you send items on to others, feel happy that you have gained control over your emotions and you're taking small steps to make a big impact. I hope you have a wonderful day. Come back and join me again soon. Thank you for listening to Start Small. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and found a small step you can take today. Make sure you share it with a friend. And if you have not done so yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you are enjoying this podcast, consider taking a moment and leaving us an honest review in your Apple podcasting app so more people can be inspired to take small steps towards social impact.